Good morning, President Marti, Vice President Rosemary Zins, Queensborough colleagues, our media, port of entry, teachers, staff, and students, ladies and gentlemen. I am Florence C., Director of the Port of Entry Program. On behalf of the Port of Entry Program, I welcome all of you to celebrate our 30th anniversary at our spring program party. Thank you. At the end of each program, we always celebrate with a party. But this party is a little different because we're going to celebrate the past with the present. Port of Entry was established in summer 1980 with one class of 18 students referred by the Chinese government. Up to today, the spring program 2010, we have a total of 11 classes, 210 students, day and evening. We have walked a journey of hard work and working in the program almost from the beginning. I think nobody will be more excited and pleased like me to see it grow. Thank you for joining me to witness this historic moment and share the joy with us. And this program can walk for 30 years is because we have a very strong support from our leader of the college. Without him, we won't have the program today. And I'm very honored to present to you the president of the college, Dr. Eduardo Marti.
Thank you so very much, Florence. This today is really a celebration of somebody whose tenacious, consistent, dedicated service to this program has made it what it is. I think that today we should dedicate the day to Florence C. And let me tell you why I believe that this is important. The Port of Entry is a tremendous program for New York City. And I think that those of us who are able to see the importance of a program of this type in the immigrant community of our city can understand how essential it is that we maintain programs of this type. I am an immigrant, and I came from Cuba in 1960. I came by myself. I know what it means to come to a city that is completely foreign. I know what it means, what it is to come to a city where the language that is spoken is different from the one that I speak. I know what it means to come to a city where the culture of the city is totally different from the culture that I was familiar with. So, to have a place where I can go to and be with individuals like myself, to go to a place where I can learn not only the language that is needed for me to be able to navigate the new society, but to learn the culture that I am going to be navigating, to learn the rules of behavior, if you will, of the new society that I'm joining. it is extremely important to have programs of this type. Now, you all know, because you are, in fact, paying the bills, you all know that this is a private program. You all know that this is not supported by the city of New York or by the state of New York. The support that we provide for the program is the facilities, and we provide some of the clerical work and some of the support in other ways, like food and celebrations and things of that type. But it is tuition-based. And because it is tuition-based, we need to be aware that we have a responsibility, those of us who benefited from programs like this, to ensure that these programs can go on. Because a different president, different circumstances, different institutions, and institutions do change, would suddenly see their priorities are being something else. And if we close the door to this portal of entry, we will prevent other new Americans from coming in and gaining the benefits of the program and the benefits of understanding their society. It is good for our society because the quicker the immigrant becomes a productive member of the society, the quicker the immigrant begins to pay the taxes that are necessary to maintain that society. So it's a vicious circle. It's not a vicious circle, but it's a circle. You go on, and the quicker we get to the point of being productive members, the quicker we are contributing members, and therefore the more the society grows. So it is in the interest of the society to ensure that the new Americans are able to get into the workforce very quickly and into professional activities. I think we do have examples today, and you will hear them afterwards, of individuals who sat on chairs just like yours some time ago and now are not just productive members of the society, but are pillars of the society, are very, very important people in our society, and that means that this program works. So what I am trying to say to you in an elegant a way as I can is that we need your help. As you become productive members, as you become better off, please don't forget that behind you are individuals that are coming in that need your help. And it is important that we establish a way in which you can bring individuals who may not be able to pay the tuition for the program, but that they can come into the program. So I'm going to make something very bold. I'm going to say something very bold right now. I would like a number of you to join me in creating a small group of individuals that can help us raise money to create a Florence scholarship for a Port of Entry student. How's that? And I'm pledging the first $500 for that scholarship. So I need your help. I just not need one check for $5 or $10. I need checks for $1,000, $2,000. Because the way we can do this is if we can get to a $25,000 number, then we can put it in the bank, and the interest of that $25,000 will provide the support of a student forever. So let's get there. And let's do that as a celebration of the 30 years of existence for the program and a celebration of somebody without whom this program would have not been here, and that is Florence. Thank you very much.
Wow, President Marti, such wonderful remark and such unexpected suggestions. But I think this is very meaningful because working in this program for 30 years, I have witnessed a lot of growth and success of our students. So we can have a scholarship for the next generation or whoever come in that needed the money to be successful like our honorees. I really feel like everybody, we are not asking much, as President say, $10, $20, that will help. Thank you, President, and I hope it works. Now, before we move on the honoring ceremony, I would like to introduce some of our important guests here. And, of course, we have our president and all the boys and girls. You never had a chance to meet the college president. That's why if you come to the party, it's worth for you to be here at 9:30. And President Marti again, our leader of the college. And then we have our provost and senior vice president for academic affairs, Dr. Diane Core. Our Provost Core has been taking care of our program since 1990. She has walked a 10-year journey with us, a lot of changes with the Port of Entry. Thank you for your supervision. And then we have our Vice President, Rosemary Sins. She's for institutional advancement. She had a very important job to secure the finance for the college for our future progress. She has a very important mission. And of course, we have Dean Denise Ward, continuing ed and workforce development. She's our current supervisor, so we look forward to working with you. Well, I wonder if there's any other Queensboro colleagues who's here. Just raise your hand, because I probably cannot see so many of you. If I leave you out, I'm sorry, it will be announced. And now I would like to take you back 30 years, maybe about 20 minutes, a PowerPoint, and hope it works, because Raymond told me it doesn't work before, and I worked very hard to get this produced. I never know how to do a PowerPoint. Working 30 years, I learned a new trick, how to do a PowerPoint, and hope you enjoy it. All right, Queensboro is celebrating 50th anniversary, so it's a big year for us. And Port of Entry, you can see, is pretty diverse now. It's not only for Asian students. You might see your face there. And this is the mission of the program, which is to learn English and pass TOEFL, continue college. But also we have a part-time program for career success. And here is President Marti. He has acknowledged the value of this program, not only to learn English, but also will teach you culture. And this is stated in one of his statements in 2008. I think you did say that. Okay, now going back, our first program was established in the summer of 1980. It's actually a pilot program collaborated with China. They selected 18 outstanding students and scholars and have chosen Port of Entry to train them in language before they move on to their further study or degree. At that time, it was quite intensive from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And Friday, we take them to IBM, to Exxon, to Cold Spring Harbor Lab, to the museum, and also City Hall. You may not know who he is, but he was Mayor Koch at that time. And they went to City Hall, and I think outside City Hall, they use our language lab. They are enjoying the food, probably in Chinatown. And this is Central Park. And this lady is trying the first time ice cream, because I think she has never tasted ice cream. And they live in the nearby Cathedral College in a dormitory and walk here maybe 15 minutes every day. I think the college is no longer, is around here. And then we have a special concert called the Ports of Call, presented by Queensborough's music department, and also at that time, Queensborough Symphonic Band. And this is the first home of our program, Asian House. It's still there, 49-10 Enfield Place. And there I'm standing there. And I take a picture of the Asian House today. It was sold and converted into a luxury condo. You can still take a look there. It's at the back of there. And this is after the first program we found out so successful. And then we continue on to open the doors to students that at that time is mainly Asian countries. And we offer the program 3 times a year in the fall, spring, and summer. And small class, usually it's 15 to 20 and sometimes less than 10. Very small class size, and they use the college language lab facility. Unfortunately, with the expansion of the program, we cannot use that facility anymore. And this is a highlight of the program design. Besides language development, we also teach them American cultural orientation, to tell them the diverse element of the American culture, including all these categories here: U.S. history, government, art, music, theater, sports, technology, religion, holidays, and customs, minorities, and labor union, all we can touch about. And then another part is the living orientation. We place students with host families, and host families are nearby the campus. Many of them are professors of the college, and they teach them how to live in America. And we also invite professors in the college to give lectures on different topics, including cultural shock, crime prevention, and immigration, consumerism, how to get a social security card and regulation, how to open a bank account, and also how to deal with emergency. And then we tour them to department store for shopping, supermarket, how to buy food, how to take the subway and buses, and also, I think at that time we had McDonald's, fast food restaurants. So this is what we did actually in the first decade. All right, in 1984, we do have a Port of Entry scholarship, but this scholarship is not for the Port of Entry student. They're mainly for the Chinese outstanding scholar from China. They're coming here for research, but they don't have enough money for living in New York. So this scholarship was founded to supplement them, each one of them $2,000, for them to live here and go on their work. But unfortunately, it was ended 1992 after the Tiananmen Square. And this is their annual fundraising in Midtown Manhattan. And we have a chief fundraiser, Mrs. Helen Rosen. Unfortunately, she's passed away. She's the wife of the late Dr. Samuel Rosen, who's very friendly with China. And then in 1985, we have a special program. There are 5 selected, gifted high school students majoring in science, sponsored by the Rickover Foundation in the United States, to come over here to further their science study. You can see 5 of them at the administration balcony. And here is Dr. Glass, former chair of foreign languages, and their teacher, Dr. Paul Acario, who is now Dean of Academic Affairs at LaGuardia. And here is your lovely lady standing there. So this explains, those 5 gifted students. And later, after in Port of Entry, they move on to study their science project in Axon Educational Center in Virginia. And these are the news they're reporting on those talented students. 5 of them, this is our library building, and this is one of the young ladies. Okay, we have a lot of happy times in Asian House. So these are some of them, summertime. I think the other one coming is wintertime. You can see the snow there in front of the house. And of course, the spring is coming. Our teacher is still here. Dolores, I think Electra is here. All the teachers and students. Here, I think you know your teacher, Dolores. And Melissa had been with us, but unfortunately she's not teaching now. And Robin Rushman also moved on. And of course, Holly O'Donnell now teaching in basic skill. There are more happy times. This is our mission counselor, Chelsea, teaching them how to dance. And he's teasing him, no hair. And then they were laughing in front of the house. And this is where they have lovely food. I think they cook and bring their food. And party and showtime. This is one summer. We always have a party. This is the Chicago. We brought our students to see Phantom of the Opera, Chicago, and Limbo. Usually they limbo in the house. And then there's Electra and Holly here. Of course, not only just party, we have serious hours, you know. This is Electra, who's still with us, one of the class. And this classroom, I think some of you are familiar. You are still using it. This is the Medical Arts Building, room 10. I think level 3, you should be very aware of them. Thank you, Diane, for giving us that classroom. Port of Entry, boys and girls. This is in front in the porch of Asian House. And this is when they're enjoying the food. And one of the students, unfortunately I forgot his name, have referred many students to our program. And in 1999, we have our first big-scale celebration like today, and honoring our retired President Schmeller. At that time, we have only 4 classes, and Dr. Stephen Belzer was our supervisor, and Tundi and Sandra. And then we have a lot of talents. There are people playing Chinese piano. They're singing. And then we have student remark, which you will hear today. And also they have very good dancers from China. All right, that comes in 2003. We walk about another decade, and then 2003 we have the Flushing Center, called the CUNY Center for Higher Education, and located in downtown Flushing. Without our President Marty and our Provost Call, I think all of you wouldn't have the classroom there. Many of them, I think there are 6 classes there. And there are some of the people who work in Flushing with me. And I think one of them is Elaine, who's my photographer today. I have staff that work over there. This is Bertha, who's the manager there, a mission counselor, Yang Hong, and then my 2 assistants there. All right. And then 2004, we have a very successful businessman, Mr. Thomas Chen. He have generously donated $250,000 to set up a scholarship. And I think this is President Marty. This is a special ceremony honoring him. And I believe this is our first scholarship candidate, who's probably a Korean student, Kyung Rang Kim. She's the only day student that awarded the recipient. A scholarship recipient. And this is a group of the Crystal Window and Door, where Thomas Chen is their founder and president. Besides teachers, senior, Sweet, and me, and one of the teachers here, they are all from Crystal Window. He sent his employee to be trained. And a total of 92 of them were awarded, and most of them are referral from the Crystal Window and Door system to enhance their language skill in their workplace. And 99% of them can only take the part-time program because they work in the daytime. And also in 2003, we have developed our part-time program. And you have Scott here. Scott is still with us here, right, Scott? And then we have Jenny Wilson with us. Those are Crystal Window students. And this program is to fulfill people who cannot come in the day. So we have this part-time program so they can have the flexible hour. And this program is only 40 hours, is 4 hours per week. And either in the evening and weekend. And they mainly focus on speaking, listening, grammar, and writing. And is on-site. Oh, we have developed a program for one of the computer company called the Highlight Computer Company. We send our teachers there to train their employees. So we also have an on-site ESL training. And it's different level too. It's not only one level. Of course, small class. We usually have small class. And still continue on this program. And there are more students and more classes. You all see that at the end we always have parties. And very nice food. And I think one of this girl, unfortunately this doesn't work now. One of this girl is actually a queen of weightlifting from China. All right, now going back into the day program. We targeted in ESL learning and TOEFL. And the day program is academic oriented, and we have 180 hours per semester, 10 weeks. And then we have morning and afternoon. We have more morning than afternoon sections. And we have different levels, including TOEFL. And even TOEFL, we have 3 different levels. We have the intro, we have the pre, and we have the regular. And of course, the ESL, we teach them writing, reading, listening, and speaking. And one special point of the program, we give out something called TOEFL waiver. It's acknowledged by CUNY. That means if you earn the TOEFL waiver from our TOEFL class, even you don't have the TOEFL score, IBT TOEFL 53, you can enter Queensborough. So it's a channel from POE to QCC. And most important, we have a large I-20 population. So we can give them I-20, they apply for our F1 student visa to come to study in our program. And we also provide college admission and immigration counseling. And of course, the president say it's a fee-based, it's not free. There are some TOEFL classes we're showing you. Our teacher here, our student here, that was Irakli, Anna Sarah Bader. And that's Electra. Where's the teacher in the middle? And she's teaching in the classroom. And this is some of the students that have probably moved on college now. And we also in Flushing, although we don't have a room like this, we also have a lot of parties. So you can look at some of those. And that's Melissa is still there. Oh, they're dancing. Probably salsa. And then those are the group with happy face there. A lot of fun too besides study. I think we have Solomon Jenkins, one of our teachers. And then Allison is here. Allison. Oh, they limbo rock in one of the classroom again. Of course, they're teasing with another guy without hair. And we have a lot of memorable moments in Bayside. This is one of our summer class with teacher Sanan and I. We have a book fair with Oxford. And this is Zach Hyman, who come to volunteer to teach our listening. Of course, this is one of our party here. And we have a lot of good times, too. That was 2009 to 2006 to 2009. This is our teacher in the holiday lunch in the buffet. And this is Sanan, one of our summer teacher with all the boys. And this is the port of entry entrance. And some of them here. Some special moments to share. Oh, Michelle is our first wheelchair student. She's here. And Mr. John Sa, another one. Where did he move? Where are you, Mr. Sa? Oh, right here. Thank you. We have 2 handicapped students on wheelchair. And Diane is in that picture, I think. All right, and then in Bayside, we always have problem with classroom, and thank you, our Provost Corps have given us a temporary home here. This is the Z Annex classroom. They are all brand new, actually. Very nice. And in Bayside campus, all right, our teachers are coming. Maria Leah, Anne-Marie Tamayo, Susan Shapira. They are all here. And this is collaborated with English 225. And we're Bayside Party of Whole here. Allison, how come you become so wild? And we are all singing, America is Beautiful. And here is David Williams kicking his leg. And a student have a good career lunch. And we have many beauties and talents, too. He's imitating Michael, I think, the moonwalk, right? And this is Anna Sarabata. She's a diplomat's wife from Mozambique, Africa. And all the pretty girls. And they are singing, too. And more talents. Today, you're going to have two dancers. You see, he's playing trumpet. And I think that's Kim with their guitar and the dance. Oh, this is a special Chinese instrument called zhen. And then he's also singing, I think. Now, happy holidays are coming. This is one of our party. I think this is all party time. Happy holiday, everybody. And this is all my staff, office assistant. And this is our holiday lunch, the reason holiday. And then I think Anne-Marie is having a baby. Now we come to our president again. Our president is very supportive of our students who move on Queensborough. Those are the club officers. Many of them move on in QCC, and they are very active in the club. And one of them is the president, Risa Akbar, vice president. I think his name is Wu Meng Wu. And this is at the club fair at the track field. And many of them continue on at QCC. That's why I'm happy seeing them. So Ms. Tundi Kashimawo, International Award Port of Entry student, Partners for Progress. They dress up. And this is our Asian Cultural Festival, the fashion show. And this is Tundi with all our international students right here. Wow, this is what I like, all the happy tidings. They have weddings, they become mothers, our student, our staff, and our teacher. Here is our secretary, Margaret, just had her baby. And Anne-Marie has 2 daughters already, not one. And these are students. Very important, Port of Entry crew. They jump out. I think this is in 2000, and this is last year. This is a variable picture, 1980, when I started here with Dr. Glass and Dr. Susan Shiu and Paul Cario in 1990. Now, take a look at our summary figures. We have 7,875 students from 1980 to now, I would say. And full-time is 7,135 and 740 in the part-time program. And 78 of our total student population are I-20 students. That's a big market for us. And the students came from not only from Asia, they came from 28 countries, or maybe more. So pretty diverse now. And for our TOEFL class, we are very proud. 70% of the total TOEFL students, that means they're already in the TOEFL class, have passed the required TOEFL either for QCC or for senior college or for graduate school. Well, some of them go to dental school like Dr. Young. Yeah. And 72% of the POE students admitted to QCC. I'm very proud of them. They don't need to take the basic skill course. They pass the assessment. Or even they have to take is only one advanced writing course. And 48% of each TOEFL class, usually they got the TOEFL waiver to move on. So we are very proud of our products. Okay, finally, we have a door for all the ESL students to be successful. And you will see the door is coming. Now, where's the door? Here it is, our port of entry door. You open the door, you guarantee pathway to success. So thank you so much. Well, to summarize, take 30 years in almost just like 20 or 30 minutes is quite impossible. But I hope to provide you a glimpse of what had happened in these 30 years. So we have a lot of fun, but we have a lot of serious time. And most proud, we are very happy 30 years. We did create many excellent products. And today I'm very happy to be able to honor 4 of them. And they usually representing from 1980 to 1990. So we have 4 honorees. Actually, we have 5 honorees. Unfortunately, I haven't seen one of the honoree. I heard he's in Paris. So we're moving on our honoring ceremony. So honorees, are you ready? All right. Now I'm going to introduce each one of them and have the honor of our president presenting the award. And Margaret, you better get ready. Now, the first honoree attended the port of entry in the fall of 1981. That was the 5th program. And he actually is a famous director, a conductor when he came to the port of entry. He got his bachelor's degree from the Central University School of Music and then joined the Central Opera Company in 1949. And in 1956, he became the conductor. And he has conducted over 40 operas and 200 symphonics. And after attending our port of entry program, he moved on to 2 Ivy League colleges, Harvard and Stanford, from the east to the west. In each college, he's an exchange scholar for 4 years. That means totally 8 years. It's almost equivalent to a master's degree or even a PhD. Then he returned to New York, continued his music career, and then he became the music director and conductor of the United States of America, Uncle Yao's Chorus under his family name, and the Asian American Youth Symphony Orchestra. And he has conducted 7 times in Lincoln Center Symphony Hall. He has a close connection of Queensborough. He has led Queensborough's chorus under Dr. Speck. He has taken 50 members of them, teach them to sing in Chinese and perform in China. I don't remember what year is that. He can tell you what year. And then I think last year, he has celebrated with his lovely wife and his professional partner, Miss Pei Ping Wang, who is also an outstanding famous soprano from China. Their 60 years of stage performance. And today he's only 61 years old. And I'm very proud to present to you our conductor, Xue Yan Yao. And presenting the award is our president, Dr. Marti.
Thanks for giving me the award. I'm very happy and very exciting today. And thank you, Martin, President, and Vice President Rosemary. And thank you, Florence. I really like. She introduced. I conduct 40 operas, including La Traviata, Carmen, Magic Flute, something, and 200 symphonic. But I learned here only 6 months. I just got the TOEFL, 380. It's a bad one. And after the program, I went to Harvard and Stanford University to research American how to performing the European opera. And I wrote a book. Its name is New China Opera 30 Years. And another book is a summary about American students how to learn Chinese traditional music. And I used this book, give them a lecture at Harvard, Stanford, New England Conservatory, and Hofstra University. I gave them a lot of help. This time I came here, my teacher, lovely teacher, Florence, told me right now the program have 200 students, but my program 29 years ago, only 5 students. I'm the last one, the best one. And I come here, I found out a lot of changes in my home, school, the building, a lot of new building, and everything is changed. But the 2 things never change. Last year, I conduct at our theater. Conductor used the platform. 30 years never changes. It's the old one. Another thing is never change is my lovely teacher. Always young and warm. And I really thank for help me got the first step in the American dream. Thank you.
Yeah, we also have a special gift for you too. Now, we try to move on, not because of his age, but because what year he attended the program. We moved to the fall of 1988. Our second honoree came from Taiwan, education major in Taiwan Normal University. That means a teacher's college. They call it Normal University. And he also studied in Tokyo, computer, software, information system. And then he tried to make his American dream here. He came to the United States and worked as manager in Evergreen Maritime Corp. And then he became a president of a software and computer information corporation. And it's called Evergenius. Then he decided to come to Port of Entry to build up his English. And after that, he founded a mega academy and Merica learning system. And he just celebrated his 19 years Outstanding Student Award. I am very lucky he invited me every year to witness the fast growth. They are growing fast and strong. They need a new place in Sheraton because they are increasing number, not only the awardees, but their raffle gifts. Everybody almost got a gift by going to that ceremony. And together, with him, is his lovely wife, Margaret Lin, who actually supported our honoree all along the way. She's principal of Mega and Merica Learning System, and also a very famous and active community leader. And here I'm very honest and tell you why he's honored, because he has laid a pathway of success and fulfilled the dreams of many of our immigrant children to to go to the Brenham High School and Ivy League colleges. So here is Mr. Spencer Ray Xiang Liu. And President Marti again.
Dr. Martin and ladies and gentlemen, thank you. About 30 years ago, I come here. One day, I go to the Queen's shopping. I take out my $100 bill to buy something. The cashier said, "This guy must be newcomer." So I come the portal of entry. Actually, we have a foreign student have a high degree in Taiwan come to USA. We speak the English style, no more gentleman English. For example, when I go to the shop, I say, "Please give me a cup of coffee." Nobody understand. But I go to the New York Star, just say, "1 coffee." The clerk understand. So, past so many years, my feeling and coming to love the New York and the last word, I want to say I love New York because the New York is for the immigration very nice country. And I still remember my teacher, Dolores, yeah. And at the last, my dear wife pushed me, "Hey, you have to make money here. You need a donation." So I want to give the for the entry $2,000. Thank you for the support. Thank you.
We will make the check on the other day. Not today, not prepared. So we say thank you again.
Thank you, Spencer and Margaret. It doesn't matter. You bring a check is your intention, and we'll collect it. Don't worry. We won't forget that. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, Uncle Yao, you want to take it with your wife together? Well, Uncle Yao, I have to mention something. He came to Queensboro, Port of Entry, with a TOEFL 380. When we finished the program, I asked him to take a TOEFL again. Guess what's his score? No, he scored 380 again. You want to take a picture with President? Come on out with Ms. Wang. And take your award with you. Need an award? Okay. Okay, then this way. We have to move a little bit. No, you next to the president. Okay? No. Thank you. Now you all see behind those successful men, they're always supporting lady, their wife. Now moving on, in 1990, the fall, I don't know why they're all in the fall semester. And come this very brilliant young man from Taiwan, and he had chosen Port of Entry, and then he continued on to Columbia School of Dental and Oral Surgery, and got his DDS, Doctor in Dental Surgery, in 1997. And then he's awarded a fellowship in oral surgery by Mount Sinai Medical Center. And today, he has developed 2 offices under his own private practice called Express Dental Service, PLLC, well, which I don't understand what it said, PLLC. And one in downtown Flushing, and one in Lower Manhattan. And besides, he's very successful as a dentist. He has served as the president of the Chinese American Dental Association of Greater New York chapter since 2006 to 2008. And then he's been a member of the Queens County Dental Group, servicing in education and in membership since 2004 until now. And he has returned to the community and served as the president of the Chinese Cultural Association of Long Island. So he's not only just to earn money as a dentist, and he's coming back to serve the community. And I'm very grateful. In one of the social functions, I think I met him at Queensboro Theater with his son. And he did call me and say, I'm so sorry, I may not be able to be on time today because I caught up with a patient out of state. And it's very difficult. And I was so happy to see him here a little after 10. And here is Dr. Richard Young. And I think Mrs. Young is here, and she's expecting their baby in 1 month. Mrs. Young might as well take our picture. She says she's shy.
No. That's it. That's right.
All right. Dr. Young said, okay, she excused her.
President and ladies and gentlemen, I'm very glad to be here. My first stop and my point of origin is here, actually. And this things I never forget, but that's 20 years ago. Right now I'm 43, and I'm here. The main thing I want to tell you, you have to set your goal, higher your thinking, so you can reach the goal. Okay, nothing is impossible. All right. When I go to New York as young as you are, and I have no idea what the future will be. And after 20 years and go through, of course, I graduated Port of Entries. That's my first stop. Then I went to Queens College. After that, Columbia University School of Dentistry. accept me application, and I'll be there. After that, I went to residency, and I opened my own practice for 10 years. At that time, Columbia is not that good. Right now, it's not. It's easier to get in. Right now, it's like a number 4 or 3 in the country, but it's getting better when I graduate. But when I look at those PowerPoint, I didn't find out a lot of changes of these programs. But as one of the people say, nothing changes, Professor Shi. All right. And I was met a couple minutes of my old teachers, Dolores, was long enough to still in the program. And I'm very grateful to see you. And something you have to know, you got the best teachers right now, okay? The guidance is important. When you go into a college and you also find a professor, there's a good professor. They like to provide every resource they have to guide you to reach your goal. So you have to find a good guidance, and also you have to have a strong will. Okay, when I was in dental school, I almost failed my pharmacological courses, and one of the professors willing to help me to pull through and I have to go study harder and go through that. There's a good assistant, and also in the college they have a good program, all right, to mentor, to give you good help. So use it, okay? So that will help you to get the successful level. That's what I like to be here, and like to see you youngster, and of course like to see our Professor Shi, and of course Dolores. It's nice to meet you again for 20 years again. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yang. I think all of the honorees, 3 of them, we have one more coming, and they actually serve a good role model. Yes.
Oh, I forgot one thing. I have to thank you, my mother. It's over there. She's the one to send me to port of entry. So my wife is not issue at that time yet.
Oh, Mrs. Yang, I would love to have you stand now. Where's your mother? Mrs. Yang, thank you so much for sending your lovely son to our program. We are very proud of him. Well, Dr. Yang has mentioned one thing very important, is that he said he almost failed in pharmacy. Remember, success is cooked through a long journey of pain and failures. Once you fell down, you get up, you learn to walk someday. So it doesn't matter you're not doing well now, but if you have a goal, work at it. Thank you, Dr. Yang. And I hope your patient will not hate you for being here. Now, our 4th honoree, actually, I met him in Chinese consulate. He came to me and said, hello, do you remember me? Well, I look at him. I say, sorry, I have too many students. He said, I'm one of the port of entry students. And I said, what are you doing now? He said, now, I am a doctor. So I am very proud of him. And actually, he walked a long journey. He started with port of entry, I think, 1994. And then he entered Queensborough Community College and got his AS degree in 1997. And then he moved on to SUNY Medical Science, Health Science Center in Brooklyn and got his bachelor's degree in physical therapy. And then he worked in the North Shore Hospital in Forest Hills and a Jewish home and hospital as a physical therapist. And in the meantime, he's accepted by the New York College for Traditional Chinese Medicine and got his master's degree in acupuncture. Then finally, he achieved his goal and got into Ross University medical school and got his MD degree, medical doctor degree, in 2007. And right now, he's finishing his last year in family medicine in Robert Wood Johnson Medical Center. And we congratulate him. I think his wife is expecting, I'm sorry, Dr. Yang, I mixed it up. His wife is expecting a baby too. And here is our Dr. Chen Nan Ho.
Thank you so much for this honor. I truly appreciate Director Florence and President Marty for their support and leadership of this program. The program is very supportive to me because it built my English foundation, without which I was not able to obtain my college degree and medical degree, achieve my current success. So I want to thank you for this honor. In addition, I would like to share my experience. I came this country 1994, and Queen's Ballot Community College is my first step. And I went to many schools after war. People say you are like professional student. However, I feel that Queen's Ballot Community College, the faculty here, the teacher is wonderful. They are the best. I went to State SUNY College. I went to CUNY College. I went to private college. I went to medical school, master's degree. You can name it. Basically, I feel Queen's Ballot Community College teacher, they're very nice, they're very patient, and you should use your source. And when you go out of society, you go out here, they are not nice to you. Another message I want to bring to you is when you come, you set your goal high, and you find your goal and you can reach it no matter what. When I came to this country, I don't know what I want to do. People tell me I should go to physical therapy. It seems very difficult. And they can say you should go to pharmacy. I say, well, I'm not good in organic chemistry. So I realized, and I'm good in the physics, so I think, well, physical therapy, that's my first step. After I finish physical therapy, I wonder what I need to do next. So I go to acupuncture. I get my master's degree in acupuncture. After war, and I realized I really want to be a doctor. Guess what? I had to study organic chemistry again. And that was the hardest program to me. And after I finished my medical degree, it's difficult. It's very challenging. But you can make it. If I can make it, I don't think any student here cannot make it. So I would say this is an American dream. But if you work hard and you spend your time, you make your effort, anything is possible. So after I finished my medical school, my colleague was asking me, what's the next? Should you go to CPA or go to law school? So I was thinking about what's the shortcut to get a CPA or law school. I'm not that young anymore. So I thought this is one shortcut. You marry a CPA. So that's my wife. And thank you so much, and best wish for another successful 30 years for the Port of Entry program. Thank you.
Well, he's also a physical therapist, acupuncturist, now a doctor, maybe go for his CPA. Can you believe it? And he said there's nothing you cannot do. And all these honorees, whether they are conductor, business entrepreneur, dentist, or medical doctor, they all share some common virtues, is their modesty, honesty, dedication, and hard working. So, as our Dr. Ho say, if he can make it, you can make it. Just work hard. And now we have a last honoree who's very special to our program. Unfortunately, he's now in Paris, but he's sending a representative here. And I would love to have President Marti still to introduce our donor, Mr. Thomas Chen. And a representative is Ms. Elizabeth, and Director of Human Resources. You want
to introduce? Let me say a few words about Thomas Chen, and let me. I wasn't prepared to do this, so I will do this from my heart. Thomas Chen was one of the first people I met when I became president of Queensborough Community College in the year 2000. I was very surprised to see this very kind gentleman speak Spanish to me. He said Eduardo, and I said, my God, how can you pronounce that word so well? And I learned that Tom is fluent in Spanish. But not only that, we then obviously started a friendship, and that friendship led to many, many things. Part of it was an association with his company so that we would be able to teach English as a second language at the company. Another one was his continuous advice to the college. And I asked him to finally become member of our Foundation Board of Directors, which is the board of directors that really helps the college with not only its fundraising, but also with managing the funds that are collected through the foundation. And then there was a time when we had a gala, and Tom was an honoree for that gala, and he presented the college, as it was said before, with a $250,000 gift. But I have to tell you a little bit about that day. It was a April day, I forget the exact date, but it was in Russo's on the Bay in the Rockaways. It's a place where you have these galas and everything is sort of set in a routine and all of that. And they're known for having a very, very, very nice buffet for the appetizers, when you're having drinks and appetizers before you have the dinner. And I'm there, brand new from upstate New York. I'm shaking everybody's hand as they're coming in, which was a custom upstate, but then I found out in New York you don't do that because it's not what you do here. But I'm shaking everybody's hands, and in comes the former board president, Claire Schulman. And I don't know how many of you know or have heard Claire Schulman speak, but she has a very rough voice. And she said, "Hey, kid, I hear you have some good drinks here." I said, "Sure, Claire. Why don't you come over here?" She said, "I can't come to this thing. You know, they're giving me some honor. And in the next room, this guy named Michael Bloomberg is giving me some honor." And I said, "Well, why don't you bring him to the party?" And she said, "Sure, I'll bring him in." And, of course, Michael Bloomberg had just been named mayor of New York. And Claire Schulman was outgoing borough president. And, of course, staff went crazy. You know, both the staff from the borough president and staff from the new mayor coming together saying, "My God, you know, this is now a media event, and whatever you do, the moment that they come into the room, you have to stop what you're doing and make certain that you pay attention to the new mayor and to the former borough president." And I'm really looking out for my friend, Tom Chen. And I'm saying, well, you know, yeah, the mayor and the borough president, but the real important person here is Tom Chen. And I'm presenting the award, and Thomas comes to the podium. He says his words. I'm looking at the door, and I'm praying that the door doesn't open. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that he stopped speaking, when he finished his remarks, as if we had it on cue, the doors open up, and in come Helen Marshall on one side, Claire Schulman in the middle, and Mayor Bloomberg on the other side, coming down the aisle. And, of course, all of the press, the photographers, and all of that. Thank God they had taken pictures of Thomas before, but, you know, the whole thing turned around. So just to let you know, and, of course, he was very gracious. He knew how what that meant for the college and what it meant for the university. What I'm trying to say is that Thomas Chen is a very humble, very honest, very caring man, and he has been not only a good personal friend for all these years, but he has been a consistent and extraordinary supporter of the college. So obviously it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you his representative. I know that Tom would have wanted to be here. He obviously was delayed in Paris, and if you know his schedule, I'm certain that he had timed it so that he had taken the red eye, so he would be here at 6 in the morning and get here in time, but something must have happened. So on behalf of the college, I introduce to you his representative so that she can receive the award for the Thomas Chen.
And here is Isabella Leung, Director of Human Resources.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Martin and Florence. Mr. Thomas Chen cannot make it today. He's in Paris, and but he wanted me to pass the following message. He is very glad to get this chance to support this program, and he's so proud to be part of the program, and so proud of all the QCC students. Thank you.
Just stay here. I worked with Isabella for all these years, since 2004, for referral of the Crystal Window scholarship recipients. So she's also working very hard to make sure the scholarship program is working. And I would like to task all the honoree and the president again for a group picture because we're lacking. All the honoree, will you come to the podium again? All right, we haven't finished acknowledging yet. We have 5 honorees. Where this is not a surprise, as one person in the college, as I mentioned in the beginning. Without him, without a port of entry, without today, without all of you. And he valued the training and the potential of ESL students and want them to be well-trained to move on college. We have a little token of appreciation to our president, Dr. Aguado Marti. Is actually a tiger, like our president. He has a tiger spirit, and this is the year of the tiger. Yes. Well, now this concludes our first part of the 30th anniversary. I really appreciate all the teachers and students are so quiet, well-behaved. So later in lunch, you can eat more. I'm very happy that they are quiet. Now we are moving on to our next part, which we bring you from 30 years to the present. So today is our spring party celebration. We always have a party to rejoice the completion of the program. So all the boys and girls from now on, you don't have to worry about getting up early. You don't have to worry about late. Don't worry about passing your exam. Worry about your homework, but you do have to worry after 3 weeks. You'll be getting an envelope telling you whether you'll be promoted to a higher level. You will be retained to repeat, fortunately, and unfortunately, you're not doing well. You have to be dismissed. And for those I-20 students, just one announcement. If you can't make it this semester, and you have to keep your I-20, please find a language school or a college-bound ESL program to transfer to upkeep your I-20. For the language program, it's immediate transfer. You have to come to see us. And for college-bound ESL program, you have 60 days of grace period. Then you will keep your status. For those that want to travel during the semester break, please come to our office. Ms. Tundi Kashima will have to sign at the back of your I-20 so you can return and continue your study here. So it is a formal announcement. And one important message for those that are coming back in the summer, our first day is June 7th. And we will have our orientation in Science 111. And I would love to see you to pay your tuition on May 21st so I can save a seat for you because now we have so many students. It's not a matter of a late fee, and sometimes we are overcrowded, and I'm sorry I can't take you back. So too much of the announcement, and now we begin our spring celebration. Our spring celebration is that I got all this compliment from President, from all of you, from the honorees, that I can walk 30 years. I cannot walk alone. I have a very good port of entry team that actually walking together with me. And I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge them, our faculty and staff. But before that, there are 2 colleagues or administrators I would like to acknowledge. The first one have worked with me doing all those changes after 2000. And she's the one knowing that I usually don't bother her until I knock at her door and say I have a headache. And she's always gladly solved my problem. And she is our provost and senior vice president, Diane Cole. I would like you to come out. We have a little token appreciation for you. Diane also gets a tiger. She's a tiger lady. And also we're welcoming our new supervisor, who I think just working with her shortly, but actually have been working with her for a while because she's going to develop our Flushing Center into a workforce development center. And I actually think she can be supportive, very supportive to our program. And here is Dean Denise Ward. We also have a little gift for you. Well, Denise, you better prepare the gift. That means I bring in more headache to you. Now you can ask Diane for how to solve the problems. And also joining us, I really appreciate our Vice President Rosemary Zins to be here because she's taking care of scholarship and grants. So here we have a little appreciation for you too. I have to thank Vice President Zin. She approved the logo that I designed, and that's what you're getting today. And you have to work hard with a scholarship under my name. Well, actually, I would like to see if Miss Tundi Kashimawo is here or not. Where is Tundi? Oh, Tundi, I'm so happy to see you. There's 2 or 3 departments that I work closely with our Port of Entry. And Ms. Tundi Kashimawo is the Director of International Student Services. She's the one that issued the I-20 to our students and take care of their visa problem. Actually, without her, I think I wouldn't have this program because almost 78% are I-20 students. And she's been very helpful. Thank you, Tundi. Come on, I will have to thank you. Actually, you see in the PowerPoint, Tundi was there in 1999, so she has walked a long way with us. And also, I wonder if Dr. Sandra Brightgrave is here. Well, maybe she cannot come. And also, I would like to see if Winston Yard is here. Probably too busy to come. Winston Yard is another colleague that helped us a lot with the College of Mission. My student always got into Queensboro, sometimes the last minute, and he's been very helpful. And actually, I would like to even thank, I don't think he's here, but he said he will be here, is my former supervisor, Dr. Steve Belser. You saw him in the PowerPoint. And he had been working with me since the late 1990s. At that time, we have a lot of problems with the classroom. We have space war until President Marti and our Dr. Core emerges that solve our temporary home in Flushing. So we really thank you. And now moving on to our teachers. We had the best teacher. You heard it, not from me, from our honorees. So I would love to ask our Provost Core to say a few words, and then you will have the job of presenting them their gifts. So here is Provost and Senior VP Call.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and good morning. I'd like to welcome all of you back to Queensborough, our honorees. Congratulations on representing the Port of Entry and DREAMS so beautifully. Thank you very much for being with us. You've heard so much about Port of Entry. I won't go back to history, although I remember because I was here 30 years ago when Port of Entry began. And it was a very different program because it had a slightly different mission. But what has remained the same, as you've heard so many people say, was the incredible spirit that anyone can come to this country and can begin a new life through education. That has never changed at Port of Entry. And of course, the other thing you've heard has never changed is the incredible leadership. And we have Florence, and we also have, of course, teachers who have been with us for many, many years. I think the President has described his immigrant journey to the United States. And I do remember stories of my grandfather, who at 12 years old was put on a boat to come by himself to America. He didn't speak English, and he came from Europe, but he didn't have Florence or the Port of Entry. Bring me with there. So the immigrants who come to this country are very valued, and they stay with us many. They become leaders of our community, as you've heard. And I really appreciate that the students here today have all kinds of dreams to be professionals, to be entrepreneurs and lead their own countries, to be civic leaders, as so many have become. And I really encourage you to never lose sight of your goal, as been stated so many times. And I know that we can't do that without extraordinary teachers. And Port of Entry is blessed with a number of teachers who've been with us for many years. And Florence, we have awards for Dolores, right? Sure. Dolores Hopkins. Come on up.
Yes, Dolores has been with the program since 1986.
And I will tell you, Dolores Hopkins, I've known her for many, many years since she began here, and I know she has seen us through many changes along with Florence. She helped with the new center in Flushing. She's been a great advisor, so she tells us what the students need. And my fondest memory is watching Dolores teach students using I Love Lucy. It was one of the more innovative pedagogical approaches to learning English. And you'll know that also our Port of Entry teachers have taught us many things at the college, and some of your teachers have gone on to become professors at Queensborough as well. Holly O'Donnell was mentioned. And we've learned a great deal from your practices. And I know one of the things that you do is not just teach, but you care about your students. And so I admire and honor your work. Congratulations. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Charles. Okay, we'll move. Okay. Thank you.
And together, I think, Dolores, you have seen her picture in the PowerPoint, and another face that emerges. And I'm very grateful to her, too, because she has collected all those pictures of the Asian house for me, else I couldn't do the PowerPoint. And she's a TOEFL expert. Here is Miss Electra Jablons. She joined the program in 1993.
Electra, too, has been with us for many years, and her work on the TOEFL was very important because what she was able to show could be accomplished in the Port of Entry was acknowledged by our university, which is why students who are successful with Electra, with the TOEFL study, can go on to the City University of New York, specifically Queensborough. And that is not an easy thing to do. What it speaks to is the acknowledgement of a very good program by our highest university officials. So congratulations and thank you.
Well, Electra, when you look at the picture, don't you think working in this program for so long, she become younger, slimmer, and prettier? So everybody should work longer than 30 years here. Now, I would love to have Diane stay with us because we have our teachers coming. The Flushing teacher, the next one, is a lovely lady. And she teaches the day and the evening and the weekend, too. And she has a heart for the student, Ms. Allison Cochrane. I think, Allison, you are level 4 and level 5 in Flushing. And then moving on, we have 2 teachers who are the male teachers. I don't know why I have more female teachers, more ladies than men. And the next one is the one that kicking legs with New York, is our Mr. David Williams. I think David is a level 3 and level 5 teacher. Yeah, turn around. Thank you, David. Are you going to kick legs again today? He twisted very well, too, y'all. And then joining him is a very experienced teacher. I'm very happy to have him. He had lots of experience teaching ESL, and also he's very wonderful. And he teaches my part-time program to begin with, is Mr. Scott Riccardi. I think he's level 3 and 4 teachers. Thank you. And then we are fortunate this time we are able to form an afternoon class because we have more classes, but we are only allowed to have 5 classrooms. So we do have a 1 afternoon class, and our teacher is Linda Harrell. And Linda joined us for a short time, but she really enjoyed teaching the Port of Entry. Here is Miss Linda Harrell. Thank you, Linda. Now, these are all the Flushing teachers, and now we move back to our Bayside campus. And we have Miss Susan Shapira, who has been with us for a while. She's very active and very lively. And she sings America is Beautiful with the students. She's our level 2 and 4 teacher. And our next is a very vivid young lady, Maria Alia. She's our level 3 and 4 teachers. And last but not the least, the teacher actually have been with us for several years. And she also teach today and weekend and evening because she has to be a mother of two. That's why she stopped for a little while. And we'll welcome her back, Anne Marie Tamayo. Well, this is our faculty, and you heard it. We are the best teacher. You have to keep your good work up to keep the best. And Diane will just stay a little bit. Besides the teacher, we also have our staff to keep the program running, and they work very hard with me, like my left arm and my right arm. And I would like to thank this team because you don't see their hard work. Because we mainly see a teacher. Without them, the program cannot move on. So I would like to acknowledge our assistant director, Eric Fan, nice, handsome young man who helped me a lot. He knows the program almost to 90% already. So I can go on my 3 weeks vacation without problem. And also you see a young mother who joined the program probably more than 2 years, almost know the program like she's been here 30 years. And here is our secretary, Margaret Lee. And of course, we have some of our office assistants, and most of the time because they are in college, that's why they can only work several hours. But they are all either bilingual and trilingual. They know Chinese, Korean, and English. So I would like to acknowledge Shin Hee An, who's a nursing major at Queensborough. And also, I have my assistant. I have 2 part-time assistants that's stationed in Flushing. Most of the time, you don't see them, but they work very hard there. And I have Miss Ocean Shan. Miss Ocean Shan. She's also trilingual, Chinese, Korean, and English. And currently, she's a student at Queens College. Now, we have one former assistant, and I'm very happy to have her returning to help us as our photographer because I have nobody who wants to do that job. And she actually left the program to pursue her study in MBA. And she received an MBA, and I congratulate on her success. And also, she's coming back to be our part-time admission counselor in the Flushing Center. She's Chinese, Korean, and English bilingual. And here is Elaine An Lang Jin. Thank you. Thank you, Provost Call. And right now, we'll take a very short break. Don't leave your seats, although the food has arrived. I know a lot of looking over there and smell it. I would like to have a group picture with our president, our dean, our provost, with all the teachers and staff. All right, Eric, I think we need some chairs. I don't know why I always call the men to do those hard jobs. Except our president. So we need to.
There are many students from the Port of Entry program who have shown integrity and dedication and a commitment to learning. We are extremely proud of them. In the spring 2010 semester, we have chosen 2 students. In the spring 2010 semester, we have honored to choose 2 students from each level, one from afternoon class and one from Saturday class, who have shown outstanding ability in studies. And today, we are honored to have our Dean Denise Ward to be here to present a certificate of excellence to each of them. Please welcome Dean Denise Ward. Thank you. Let's start from...
Well, I'm very honored, and I'm so excited about working very closely with Florence and Eric and the whole Port of Entry program going forward. When I first got here a couple of years ago, I was learning about all the different ESL programs, and I was just absolutely amazed and flabbergasted at what an amazing job Florence and the entire teaching staff have done for the Port of Entry. You're famous, throughout the city. I don't know if you know that. Oh, yeah, you are. I hear about your program when I go to Brooklyn or I go to Manhattan or I go to the Bronx. So congratulations. I want to thank Florence and I want to thank all the teachers and the staff for putting such a great program together. But this is your day, students, and I want to congratulate the students who have really excelled here today and for whom we're honoring. So thank you.
Thank you. Let's start from level 2, Bayside level 2. Please welcome one of our level 2's instructors, Susan Yeager. Please come over to here.
Thank you very much. 2 students in the level 2 Bayside class who really showed excellent all-around performance and attendance. Gia Wen Lee Carmen and Camilo Terran, please come up and accept your awards. Congratulations.
Make it together. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to level 3 Bayside. Please welcome Marie Alias.
Hi, we would like to thank... We would like to recognize Guillermo Gomez and An Lu Dang for their excellence in all aspects of the program. This is for level 3.
Okay, thank you. Next is our level 4 Bayside. Please welcome Emery Tamayo.
For their excellent performance on tests, class participation, and perfect attendance, we would like to give the certificate to Michael Liu and June Yang.
Thank you. Okay, now it's flushing, level 3 flushing. Please welcome David Williams.
Thank you. For overall excellence in level 3 in flushing, we would like to honor Hatice Kubra Kabatas and Zhao Juan Zhang Rachel.
Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, now it's level 4 flushing. Please welcome Scott Rakati.
First, I want to say I'm proud of all my students for their work this semester, but 2 in particular for their outstanding commitment to their education, Wing Sum Chan and Chul Sung Bak.
Thank you. Level 5 flushing, Alison Cochrane.
All of my students have shown talent and dedication to their studies, but 2 in particular for level 5 who've shown excellence both inside and outside the classroom are Aisha Kaniv and Arisa Rukafan.
All right, introduction to IPT TOEFL. Please welcome Electra Jablons.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say that we treasure all our students, and we would love to honor all of them today. But there are 2 from the intro IBT class that stand out for their impressive diligence and success. Ms. An Chin Ung and Miso Ri.
Yeah, please join them. Okay, IBT TOEFL, please welcome Dolores Hopkins.
students in the TOEFL classes, both of them have worked so hard this semester, and I'm proud as a peacock of all of you. 2 students in the IBT class have showed a special excellence, and that would be Chun Soo-hee and Dan Zhang. Please come up. Grab it for me.
Okay, the next level is advanced class. Please welcome Linda Harrier.
All of my students have been great this semester, and I'm going to present this award to Oksana Gadzieva.
All right, now we need Allison again for the Saturday Advanced Conversation class.
We would now like to recognize our most outstanding part-time student, Jiangang Liu Philip, who has been a student of our Saturday program for the past 3 years. Mr. Liu is a diplomat from Taiwan and a student of our advanced class in the part-time program. Philip, please come and accept your award.
Okay, before we move on to next program, actually I have a little surprise here. On behalf of our faculty staff, including former assistant Elaine, we would like to present Florency. Let's token appreciation. This is a surprise for her. Please welcome Florency. We would like to thank her and congratulate her for 30 years of service and the delegation to the Port of Entry program. Thank you.
I will read the card. It's full of surprises today. First, the president gave me such an unexpected gift, and now this kind of gift. Thank you, Eric, Margaret, Elaine, and all those that gave me this award. I really treasure it because I'm trying just to carry out my job well, and it's a pleasure to be with my best teachers, especially my staff, and all my lovely students that keep me walking on 30 years. Hopefully, I can walk on another 30 years. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Now,
on behalf of Queensborough Community College, thank you for all your dedication and service for 30 years, Florence.
Oh, thank you. Come over here and take a picture with me. And pick that too.
Well, Sarah has something for you. Oh, you want me to pick that up?
Yes.
Wow, it's heavier.
You can hold on to it. Here.
Sarah?
Thank you. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Today I can open the flowers store. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is the best gift. You are the best student. Thank you. Now,
All right, student remarks. Please welcome Emery Tamayo first to introduce one of her best students.
Sorry, he surprised me. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to introduce Philip Zhang Zheng Liu. Philip is the Senior Cultural Officer of the Taipei Cultural Center under the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in New York. He was my student in the advanced conversation class for 2 years. Usually students come to the conversation class, they say 1 cycle, maybe 2 cycles. Philip kept coming back, and I taught him for 2 years. It was a pleasure teaching him. He is always eager to participate in class and learn new topics, and he always does it with a smile. It was really nice to have him in the class. So I present to you Philip.
I would like to thank my teachers, Mary and Allison. This is my 3rd year from Taiwan to New York, and I'm so grateful that I can participate in the Port of Entry for 3 years. I feel I have learned much, not only by my English proficiency, but also I know a lot about the culture in American. So I appreciate both my teacher, Mary and Allison, that their knowledgeableness and their experience and their and their experience. I want to thank you and thank Florence for providing such a good program to us. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Dolores Hopkins, would you mind come up again to introduce one of your favorite students, Michelle?
I'm so lucky to get to introduce the next student. She is admired by the staff, by her classmates for her dedication, her hard, conscientious work ethic, her courage. She's loved by everybody for her sunny personality. She's a true asset to the program and to QCC. Michelle Ho. Okay. You want to turn yourself around?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle, an international student coming from Taipei. Today is a very, very special day. The Port of Entry 30th anniversary. Thousands of students have attended the Port of Entry program. They have found it to be a great way to start their American studies. I've had great experiences in this program, and I would like to share them with all of you. I would like to talk about how important the Port of Entry program, its staff, and especially its teachers have been to me. Port of Entry is the first program I attended when I came to New York. Originally, my English was not good enough to express myself, either in writing or in speaking. But right now, after 1 year studying, from level 4 to IBT, I can write a whole essay and talk with the teachers enjoyably. Also, I'm pretty sure that I have a great experience, I have a great confidence to accept the coming challenges with applying it. Next, I would like to talk about the staff here, especially Florence. She is very thoughtful, kind, and warm. Whenever she sees me, she always gives me a big hug. I remember that before I attended this program, I worry a lot about if the environment or facilities are suitable for me. But Florence actively asked me if I needed any help or if I had adapted to the environment or the courses very often. She made me feel very touched. Thank you, Florence. And then I would like to mention the teachers. I started the program from level 4. This is also the period which laid my foundation of confidence. I was afraid of talking in front of the people, but I met Alison there. She is an amazing teacher. She always wears a big and bright smile for everyone. She encouraged me a lot. She made me not fear to speak English. For example, whenever I finished my presentation, she came to hold me and tell me that you did very, very well. I got a lot of confidence from her. Also, I met Scott. He is a very, very nice teacher. For me, he is not only a nice teacher, but also my good friend. We have similar interests such as music and movies. Also, we have the same eating habit. We all love McDonald's. I like to share the newest cookies and snack with him. And he often recommends which best food is better to me. After that, I met David in level 5. He is such a knowledgeable teacher. I have learned a lot from him. For example, he told me the origins and significance of many American holidays. So they are not only holidays for me, because I know each meaning of them. After finishing level 5, I went to Intro and IBT. Before I attended these courses, I was afraid of TOEFL very much. But I met Dolores and Electra. They make everything clear and easy to understand. So, TOEFL is not so difficult as I thought before. Also, Dolores is not only my teacher, but also my mentor. He encouraged me a lot whenever I feel frustrated. She always listened to me intently. She wants me to believe myself, and I believe that I will have the confidence to accept the coming challenges from her belief. And Electra is a very, very tender teacher. Whenever I ask her questions, she always answers me with smiles and patience. Finally, I would like to say Port of Entry is not only a good place to enhance my English ability, but also a nice environment which makes me feel at home. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, next, Susan Yeager. Please come back to the stage.
Hello, I would like to introduce Michael, level 4 Bayside student, to say a few words to you. Michael has been here for only 3 months. Come on, Michael.
Hello, everybody. Well, my name is Michael. Welcome to the 30th anniversary celebration of the Port of Entry program at QCC. Thank you. Wow. You know, I never imagined 3 months ago when I arrived in the United States, I would be standing here and speaking to you today. I graduated from college with a bachelor degree in business management, and I hope to enter the graduate program in the United States and to study accounting or financial. Through my English program, I getting closer to my future plan, because I first have to successfully complete the basic requirement, which is the English. So today I stand here and I talk to you in English because I learned the confidence and the way of expressing myself. I want you to know, because of my teacher's help, I took the 7th train to the 7th Avenue. I strolled down the Times Square to Central Park to talk with people, share happy with them, and take the picture of beautiful movement in the city. Because of my teacher help, I visited the financial district and to see the money was made and lost. Because of my teacher's help, I took the ferry from Battery Park to Ellis Island and explored the Statue of Liberty to pursue the freedom which attracts thousands of people who come from the world. In the end, I want to say thank you to my teachers. Thank you, Anne-Marie, and thank you, Suzanne. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Okay, last but not least, Marie, could you please come up here to introduce Bibiana? Thank you.
I would like to introduce Bibiana Konstanidis, who is from our Level 3 class. She's very outgoing, friendly, and she's got a great sense of humor, and she brings it to our class. It was a pleasure having her.
Hello, my name is Viviana. I'm from Colombia. I have been living in New York for almost 2 years. I come to study in Queensboro Community College because I wanted to learn how to speak English. I chose this program because my friend Viana Tuda told me it was very good. Now I am here and I can tell you that I feel happy and I am satisfied that I study here. The study methods are very effective and the class is very entertaining. And I am very thankful for my professors and classmates. They helped me in the past 2 months. I will always remember what you guys have done for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Viviana. Viviana, just stay a little bit. Stay here. Okay. Now I need to invite Michelle, Philip, and Michael back to stage. And also our director, Florence T, back to the stage. Okay, let's, with this group, student pictures. Okay.
I would like to invite all the students, outstanding students, together with our provost and our dean and myself to take a group picture. We are very proud of you. You will be our honorees very soon. You don't need to take 30 years to be honored like Spencer, like Uncle Yao, probably very soon.
¿Cómo salí?
Congratulations, all the students. Now we're going to relax and then you can eat. We always have talents, as you see in the PowerPoint. There are many talents, and today we are very fortunate to have two beautiful students. They are well-trained artists from China, so I'm very happy to have them perform for us. And I would love to ask Ms. Allison Cochrane to come up to introduce your student. And also we have Dr. Stephen Belser. I mentioned he was my former supervisor who worked with me in late 1990s. Thank you for being here. And then Allison.
Okay. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Xiaoying Zhang, Shally, who studied from the Beijing Dancing Academy with a major in Chinese dancing choreography. Ms. Zhang has been training in dance since she was a child and has received many awards for her performances, including the Nationality Dance Award, the Dai Dancing Award, and the Classical Dance Award. Today she will be performing first a folk dance, which is the minority tribal dance from the Yunnan province. The name of the dance is Beautiful Li Zhang. Her second performance is a Chinese classical dance called Spreading Happy Flowers from a Goddess. So Shally, I ask you to come up and we will be very happy to have your performance. Oh, she's only doing one? Okay.
Thank you, Allison. Shally, she's not feeling well, but she's going to perform the beautiful Li Zhang, the first dance. And she has helped us to perform in our multicultural festival.
That was beautiful. How about another round of applause for her? That was fantastic. And now we have another beautiful young lady. This is Jessica Tsui from Level 4 Bayside. She has been trained in Chinese classical dance. She's only been in the United States for 10 months, but has already won the Miss Chinese New York beauty pageant and the Best Talent competition. She is going to perform the Chinese national dance called the Peacock.
Wow, I tell you, Jessica, actually Shirley is a trained dancer from China. And Jessica is not only talented in dancing, she's our beauty queen. She was the winner and champion of the Asian or American Chinese beauty pageant last year. So we are very fortunate she came to learn English with us. And now to conclude today's program, and thank you all for being here. And of course, the highlight has come, food. I know everybody's hungry, but I will take orders. Our VIPs will please go to the round table. You will be served first, and then the student will go in groups. So I will ask all of you, thank you for your presence. We look forward to provide our best service for you. And our VIPs, honorees, move to the round table. You will be served for food.